If you have a spiritual business, or you are beginning to start up a spiritual business, or you have had this spiritual business that you have had for a while, and when I say spiritual business, I don't necessarily mean you're going to be doing what I'm doing, but you may be, I know an orthodontist that is very conscious in how they practice their skills and their craft. Veterinarians that are very spiritual and that are wanting to bring in the right people that are in alignment with their ethics and the energetics that they embody. So basically, a spiritual business is any type of business where you are wanting to attract soulmate clients and not just get money. And remember that when it's slow, or remember that the stuff that you may be so excited about you're putting out, nobody's responding, because I've had people tell me, hey, I started doing this, I did this, nobody's responding, what do I do? Don't panic, because if you keep on going within, you keep on going within to the conversation that you are having with God, that is working through you, that is asking you to put these offerings out, to make these videos, to write these articles. And the thing is, we go through this too. Ryan and I, we go through this. Always bring yourself back to God and to your motivation for why you're doing this. Because in the beginning, we are overriding a massive wealth block. A wealth block or a poverty oath or vow that you took in other lifetimes. And that is going to be one of the biggest things in the beginning that you're going to overcome. And there's going to be deeper layers that keep resurfacing of the same thing as you up level in your work, in your soul aligned business, whatever that may look like. Maybe you're a cupcake baker. Maybe you just want to be a healthy baker and you want to heal people with your food. It can be anything. It can be anything. So whatever it is that you are doing, sometimes you may not see a linear, immediate reaction the way that we are taught by traditional marketing. You're putting something out and you're seeing that there's nothing coming back, but then suddenly you'll have one person that responds to something that you put out a month ago, because time is not linear. So you're putting it out and people are finding it when the time is right for them. And keep in mind that your money, the money that you are receiving for this work that God is asking you to do, is coming through people, but not necessarily from people, based on the things that you are expecting this money to come into, if that makes sense. Your money influx is coming from God through the people that you have the soul contracts with. So this is basically just my little reminder that if you're doing this type of work, whether it's what I'm doing, whether it's any other type of conscious activity that you are wanting to monetize, and I'm working on a blog that's all about this poverty wound and the fear of asking money for what it is that you are doing, which I'm going to share later, which is a whole separate topic. Don't be afraid of keep talking about it. Keep talking about it, keep mentioning it, keep talking about what it is that you are offering. Because if this is the thing that God wants you to share, then you have to also trust that God will put these people in your path. And yes, the algorithm and blah, blah, blah. But always realize that the people will find it. The people that you are meant to share this with will find it. And they may not be the loudest in your comment section, but they may send you a message and say, hey, I want to work with you. And that's usually how it's going to go. And keep in mind, when you feel this wealth consciousness wound coming up about needing to shift into abundance and all the stuff, just when you feel the panic come up, and this is a very real panic that every single spiritual entrepreneur that I know goes through in waves. It goes in waves. It comes and goes. It's normal because we are overriding decades and sometimes even generations of wealth programming or poverty programming, actually. But this is getting long. I think you got the message. Just keep on talking about it. Don't stop talking about it, because you are going to start noticing a pattern that is not connected to the linear pattern in how you are expecting the money to come in. The spiritual business is completely non-linear, and that is something that you're going to notice the longer that you're in this, so that you can fully detach from any outcome. When you talk, when you're doing stuff, and there's not coming an immediate reaction, it is fine, because God has control over the timing of everything, and that is all that you need to do. Basically, follow the instructions. I have a whole YouTube playlist that's all about spiritual business, where I go deeper into the stuff that I just kind of talked about in this video. And subscribe to my Substack, where I'm going to be writing this blog that's all about money and charging as somebody that is being self-employed, working with the energetics of other people in whatever way possible. You can be a dentist, you can be a florist, you can still be working with people's energy. Anyway, subscribe to my Substack if you want that blog in your inbox. Go check out the Spiritual Business YouTube playlist for more stuff like this, and you can read more about it in the caption.